In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 must-have games for 2022. So before starting this video, please like this video, and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. Here's a list of the top 10 must-have games for 2022. Let's start. Number 10. Weird West. Weird West is the work of Wolf Eye Studio, an Arcane, Dishonored, Deathloop production company, and it's no surprise that it's transported one of its hallmark, perpetually cursed places to the American frontier. As you wrest control of many misbegotten characters out for vengeance, you'll face bounty hunters, cultists, and the chittering undead. This is a top-down tactical shootout with a wide-open playing field. There is no such thing as a given. See that chimney on the bank's roof you're attempting to rob? If you can get up there, you might be able to sneak down the hatch and avoid a deadly firefight. Weird West is the ultimate proof of concept for Wolf Eye's theory that gamers should be permitted to touch the environments they explore. Number 9. Ghostwire Tokyo. Tango Gameworks is best known for the pulpy, janky Evil Within series, but Ghostwire Tokyo is the developer's first foray into brilliance. It has abandoned American suburbia in favor of an eldritch, rain-soaked Tokyo, which is tormented by every angry demon from Japanese folklore. Although the grind does drag Ghostwire down at times, I've been intrigued by its slick first-person animation and realistic adversary design, as well as Tango's resonating hometown pride in the capital city. You will banish demons before stopping into an ersatz 7-Eleven for some health-restoring mochi in this game. It's Japan during the apocalypse, shown as truthfully as possible. Number 8. Tunic. We live in a golden age of cryptic, elliptical computer games, with Elden Ring selling 12 million copies, yet From Software's indestructible opacity pales in comparison to Tunic, a top-down Zelda-style adventure with no useful exposition. The dialogue is written in odd hieroglyphics, there are no target indicators, and the puzzles are nearly impossible to solve. Is that your only hope? A torn in-game instruction booklet, similar to the paperback instructions seen in Mega Man boxes in the late 1980s, may be found all across the planet. Tunic wants to evoke the wonderful perplexity of old-school gaming, when we put an anonymous cartridge into a Super Nintendo before we could read and relied on our instincts to get through. Andrew Sholdis, the designer, has put his faith in us to take the risk. Once you're in, you'll see that the water isn't quite as chilly as you thought. Number 7. Core Keeper. The idyllic charm of Stardew Valley is transported deep down in Core Keeper. This year's biggest Steam hit is a pleasant mash-up of various fantasy homesteading simulators. Think Minecraft, Valheim, and Terraria. Only your sprightly survivor is lost in a vast, procedurally generated network of caves. Core Keeper offers a perfect balance between perilous dungeon crawling and domestic tasks. Yes, I'd rather fight the monstrosities waiting for me in the abyssal depths if it meant I could spend the rest of the time tending to the garden by torchlight. Number 6. Nobody Saves the World. By the second or third time you've leveled up in most RPGs, your character's fate is sealed in stone. We put some talent points into strength and dexterity and accept the reality that we'll have to restart the game at some time if we ever want to play a mage. Nobody Saves the World, on the other hand, is especially designed to address that issue. Nobody, the protagonist, can shift into 15 various forms, covering every cliched fantasy trope: a dragon, a warrior, a ranger. Each form has its own set of skills to unlock, and different movesets can be changed in and out of across the board. The effects are sacrilegious in the greatest possible way. Your meager spellcaster is suddenly wielding some of the game's most tanky cooldowns. By the time you're done with it, Nobody Saves the World has shown you everything it has to give. Number 5. Rainbow Six Extraction. Rainbow Six Extraction appears to be a substantial expansion pack. The game features the same weapons and characters as Ubisoft's acclaimed first-person shooter Rainbow Six Siege, but It ditches the squad-based multiplayer in favor of a gory, viscerally terrifying alien apocalypse. The franchise's muted aesthetic has been overrun by oozing pustules, curdled zombies, and infectious muck, as you and two friends attempt to complete a trio of challenges before succumbing to the horde. Think John Carpenter's The Thing with SWAT teams, as you and two friends attempt to complete a trio of challenges before succumbing to the horde. You must liberate them from the parasite's grip in the next mission, or they will face a punishing progression tax. You remember what it's like to actually fear death in Extraction after so many co-op games that treat us with kid hands. Number 4. Strange Horticulture. Strange Horticulture is a game about gazing at plants, as the name suggests. Customers who are in need of herbal medicines flood your door, and you examine a dusty tome full of botanical theory before giving the specimen of their choosing. This may sound tedious at first, but once Strange Horticulture gets into its stride, you'll enjoy the complex deduction mechanism that drives the design. With only a few indications, you're required to study over an encyclopedia of phytologic disclaimers, narrowing down the exceptions and edge instances until you're certain, without a shadow of a doubt, that the man in your shop requires the plant with blue blooms and triangle-shaped leaves. Finally, a video game that lets us to simultaneously feel intellectual and bucolic. Number 3. Uncharted. Legacy of Thieves. Naughty Dog is known for re-releasing its old library, so it's no surprise that the renowned PlayStation developer paired its PS4 Uncharted titles with the terrible film adaptation. However, if you missed Uncharted 4 or The Lost Legacy when they first came out in 2016 and 2017, The Legacy of Thieves is a must-play on the PlayStation 5. Number 2. Pokémon Legends. Arceus. It wasn't necessary for Pokémon to evolve. New editions of the major series, Sword and Shield, as well as remasters of 2DS classics, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, have been released in the last 3 years. Those games all did exceptionally well, demonstrating that the Pokémon formula is still profitable 30 years after Red and Blue. Number 1. Olliolli World. We're in the midst of a brief skateboarding game revival, which, predictably, coincides with a wave of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater nostalgia from the early 2000s. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.